What's up, folks? Zepho TBS back again. Only been a week or two since my last video, so kicking that content out there a little bit. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm still doing great because it still looks and feels like fall outside. It is absolutely gorgeous outside today, and it's almost too perfect to be inside. But doing a little quarantine action this week, not due to anyone around here having COVID, just due to exposure to someone who had COVID. So been quarantining with the youngest this week as she is out of school. But I figured since I had all this time, I'd go ahead and make a video. Even though I really didn't have anything to show, I have one pickup that actually was in the mail during my last video. So that's really it. However, I did a rummage through an old box yesterday and unearthed some good stuff. So I'm going to share that with you today too. But getting to the pickup first, I guess over the past year, maybe 2 years, I've really been intrigued, and my interest has been piqued by the Topps flagship photo variations. I just really like them. And as y'all saw in the last video, I picked up that Soto, and I think, I'm going to start kind of plucking off some stars and superstars that I really, really like, and just pick up, photo variation SPs from, different years of Topps, ones that I find that I just really like more than others. And that's kind of what happened in this instance. Saw this on auction and put in a bid and ended up winning it. And it is the 2017 Topps Mike Trout photo variation. Really cool card. I dig it. And turns out this is from my boys over at DC Sports 87. Many of y'all remember, or some of y'all might remember, I used to break with them quite a bit. Great guys, and wish I still had some money to spend like I used to with them. I would love to hop in some of those breaks, but not on Facebook anymore, or at least not active on Facebook. So, I mean, that's not really in the realm of possibilities. But I digress. Really happy to pick that up. Picked it up really for market price. I mean, didn't get it for a steal. Didn't pay too much for it. But I'm happy to pick that up, and I'm going to start plucking off some others, Acuna, I'm sure Tatis, just other stars that I really, enjoy, and that I would consider some of my favorites in the league. When I see them, if I like it, I'll pick it up. But just kind of a new thing that I've just kind of mulled over doing, and just to keep it spicy, really. Just throw something a little different in there. And then these, man, let me tell you, before I show you these, back in 2019, when the, when was it, Bowman Chrome, the mega boxes came out, everybody was, on the Wander Franco hunt, and I was too, because I used to love to do some prospecting here and there. I would do like a box every year, and that would be it, or maybe 2 boxes at best, but I would do it all the same. And so getting wrapped up in the Wander Franco hunt, I was also looking for one of the ex-Razorbacks players, Chad Spanberger. That was the only other guy that I was really hunting at that time. And the rest of it, a lot of those prospects I didn't know anything about at that point. So the box, just all the cards that were in that mega, actually it was from a few megas. I just filled this one mega box with just rows of cards, and it sat in my truck. It was in a like an organizer bag in my truck, and it stayed in my truck from 2019 to like May of this year. And then I had to unload a bunch of stuff from my truck because I had to go to the shop, and so I took all that out, and it's been in my garage since May. And I've constantly thought to myself, I need to take that out and just rummage through it and just see what's in there. And if there's things I can throw away, throw them away. If there's things that are worth keeping, keep it. But I would just back burner it and back burner it and back burner it. I never even brought it in. It went, the organizer bag that it was in just stayed on the top of my toolbox out in my garage. And so I was like yesterday, you know, because I've been home all week, I was sitting there and I was like, man, I'm going to rummage through that box. I got nothing else to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I did, and I was surprised. So I'm going to start off with this. This is not a money card at all, but I didn't even remember pulling this, and it was of one of the guys that I was looking for, and that is Chad Spanberger. This is the Mojo Refractor, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. The Mega Box, Mojo, whatever. I don't know. Everybody calls them the Mojo Refractor. So really happy to see that in there. I did not even know that I had this. So very cool there. But from here it gets a lot better. Would have loved to have had this a month ago, because I could have moved these quick and for I don't know, a decent amount. Nothing major, but we're getting better as we go along. But these are 3 Logan Webbs, 2 chromes and 1 paper. Paper's in the back. Dude just like took off. He had himself a season and had himself quite the late season. So got super hyped by everybody near the end of the season and into the playoffs. So I would have loved to have moved that weeks ago. And then this. I have the green refractor of this, which is selling incredibly strong now. I guess I will hold on to it maybe until the spring and see what transpires. But a regular Bowman Chrome of Orelvis Martinez. And then the Mojo. Come on, man. Can we pick that up a little bit? So yeah, those two. The Mojos are about 20 right now, like on auction. And the Chromes are around like between 12 and 15, I want to say. I can't remember. But that green I'm super excited about. And then these. God, I'm going to turn this into a 10-minute video. This is ridiculous. Because I ramble. These, not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things, but it does get better from here. Julio Rodriguez. These are 2 papers. These sell for like, I want to say between, I don't know, 7 and $10. So, you know, that's decent. That's decent. But I found this, and I could not believe it. The Julio Rodriguez Mojo Refractor. And that just was like, that made my day. I could not believe this was in there. I mean, it was crazy. It was so crazy. I could not believe that was in there. And like in 2019, I knew nothing about this guy. I do remember the picture, and I remember it being just, it looks like such cheap photography. It's a horrible picture, and he looks like he's at a Little League game, but I was so excited to see this, to unearth this from that box, because these are working their way up into the $55 to $60 range on auction. They go anywhere, the range is pretty much 50 to 60, it seems like. And I know come spring training time, this will be a lot more than that. So I'm actually going to submit this one and probably move the rest, you know, during spring training, since everything prospect-wise tends to hype up during that time. But super pumped about that. That was just so awesome. It made my day. It's so nice to have that happen. It so rarely happens. But that's just one of those boxes. Like, I've been meaning to do that for, like, before May. I didn't even remember that I had the box in my truck since 2019. I didn't even remember. It had been in my truck since 2019. Mind-blowing. But I unearthed some cash, and that's nice. But that's it. I hope everybody's doing well again. It's just nice to kind of get back in here and interact with people and getting back to answering and replying to comments. And you guys comment, say what's up. I'm trying to reciprocate that and comment more than I have in the past couple of years. But love you guys. Y'all are the best. Thank you for all your support, constant comments. And I appreciate it. But I will talk to you guys later. Be good, be nice, and don't make me tell you twice. Be good.